Hey everyone, this is ASK Her. I'm here to give you an update on the Sajica and the fry and just to tell you a little bit about how they're doing. So you can't really tell, the clutch does not look that big, but there's maybe about 100 fry in there. It may have dwindled a little. I don't think this amount of eggs that they laid this time around was that many. I don't think it was more than a couple hundreds, if that. And there's probably 100 at least, maybe a little more in there. 100 to 200, somewhere around there. You can see they're everywhere in the back. Parents are guarding them. They're eating off the dad, hanging with the mom, hanging with dad. There's some independent ones over there. I mean, they're all over the tank. I've now taken out the angels and just given them the whole tank to themselves. This just kind of allows the freedom for the parents to feel a little bit more security. The babies will roam around to eat what they want. There's a ton of algae in here that they've been eating. But what I also do, and this is just what I do and what my dad and I have been doing when we raise fry, is I crush up some cichlid food. I crush it really, really fine, put it in the tank. You know, they love it. Oh, I scared her a little bit, but they love it. You can see more of the fry coming out. I mean, there's a bunch in there. I anticipate them to continue just growing the way they've grown. They're very active. They're behaving like fry do. Another couple weeks, we'll start to see them take shape. But for now, you know, they're just little, tiny little things swimming around, active, eating what they can. When I put the crushed cichlid gold in there, they go after that too. Otherwise, they're looking around the tank for algae to eat and just swimming along. Mom is up front because she most likely wants me to put some food in there for them, for her and dad. If you look at her, she's scraped up in a couple places. That's just because her and the male are very skittish, and if I make sudden movements or movements that they don't like, they hide and they run, and they might scrape themselves against the wood in there or a pot, or the filter is now covered. This is a little bit of my ghetto way of covering it, but it's working. No fryer getting sucked up. They'd have to try very hard to swim way up and under and through that covering to get sucked up. And then even if they were to do all that, the slits for this filter, this is a whisper filter, very small. So in a few weeks, they should be, I say another month, they should be good. We could probably take the covering off. As of now, I'm gonna leave it on there. And these are my T-bar / cryptoheros, Sajica, fry, and pear. They're doing an awesome job. I love to see cichlids raise their fry, their babies, because it's just such a beautiful sight. If you've never seen it before, I mean, it's from the very beginning. What they start doing is they start tunneling or digging in a certain area and clearing it out for them to lay eggs. And originally I thought she was gonna lay eggs somewhere around this driftwood because she had cleared it all out and the male was protecting it, and they were digging over there, and she ended up laying the eggs here, as you saw in my other video. So I mean, these fish can be unpredictable. Sometimes you think you know them, you think you know what their next move is gonna be, and you don't. They have a mind of their own, and maybe she just got ready to lay eggs and she noticed that this pot was clean and, you know, a good spot for her to lay them, and that's what she decided to do. So she ended up laying them there, which was surprising to me, but it's totally up to her where she lays them. I originally had the angel fish in here, the kois and the blacks. They were in here. They were in here all the way up until these guys started swimming around, and at that point, that's when I felt uncomfortable with having the angels in there. They, to me, were a threat, and the Sajicas weren't aggressive enough with them to where I thought they would kill them, but the angels were kind of just pestering, you know, the area. So it's just kind of like take them out and let the fry swim free, and that's kind of what's happened, as you can see. they have the whole 40-gallon tank to themselves. I mean, not that a 40-gallon is huge, but this is a good size for them to raise their fry in, and the fry to grow healthy and to grow big and strong. And you know, eventually the process will repeat itself, which goes back to why I love watching cichlids, Central American cichlids specifically, raise their fry, because they start with the digging process. They clean the area out. They clean the surface of the area really good to rid it of any bacteria or harmful things that could potentially impact the eggs. And then after that is, for these fish, it was about 5 days, I want to say. It was longer than I expected. Maybe it was 4, but it took them about 4 or 5 days to hatch. And then you see in one of my other videos the little wigglers there, and they're just wiggling along and existing. And what parents will do is they'll bring food or somehow feed them. I don't really know exactly the miracle of exactly how it happens, but from what I've seen, I think little particles in the water and particles in the area, food that the mom brings, the slime coat, all of that is what nourishes the fry and helps them grow. And so you'll see them wiggling over there in the little pods, what they were doing. And then eventually you'll see one that just starts to bounce. And then all of a sudden you have a bunch of fry bouncing in the pot. And from then on, the parents will kind of guide them away from predators and just kind of keep them in a kind of a concealed area until they start swimming. And when they start swimming, the parents just kind of guide them around whatever tank they're in, or whatever environment, and they guide them around, and it's really beautiful. The fish change, the parents, they change an array of colors. I mean, these are their breeding dark colors, but honestly, I've seen them these fish go really, really light when they're not breeding. And when they first started breeding, the mom, her top fins were yellow, and like her dorsal fin, her fins were yellow, and his were bright red. I mean, you can kind of see it a little bit on there now, but I mean, he was bright red. He was bright red, she was bright yellow. I mean, they just looked amazing. And so you could kind of, he's getting aggressive. See, he didn't start getting like this until the fry actually hatched, which I thought was interesting. He didn't really protect them like that. He was more scary. And I don't know if he's more scared of me than he is my phone, because the phone, as you saw, he started charging and got a little aggressive with, and she's aggressive with. So the phone might have a different presence close to their tank than, like, let's say my whole body and my hand, because when I stand up and I kind of get close to the tank, they get a bit skittish. But if we get closer, you know, you can see these fry eating, you know, stuff off of, really it's algae, it's particles, it's food. You know, I sprinkled the cichlid gold in there. You can see them eating, they're living, they're thriving. They're just, it's a great cycle to watch. So hey, if you haven't already, subscribe to ASK Her. I'll be posting a lot of videos either about my Sajicas. I love flower horns. I only have one right now. I got my discus, I got my angels, and honestly more to come. So check us out. Well, check me out. But when I say us, check me and my fish out, my buddies. And hopefully I'll check in with everyone again soon. Let you guys know how these fish are growing. Peace.